feel like I haven't sat in front of a camera in so stinking long. I'm sorry if I'm a little rusty on this. Hi guys, it's April and I'm bringing you a book related video for the first time in a very long time. What spurred this video is the fact that I know maybe a year ago I finally organized the bookcase behind me and I had some fun with it. I had a little bit of rainbow in it, but the time has come where that rainbow needs to go away. For the past year, I have struggled with finding books on my bookshelf because of this kind of organization. It looks cool. It's amazing. I'm sure people, not me, can deal with trying to find something on it. However, I have lost track of so many of my books that I'm I'm a little paranoid that I'm going crazy that I never actually owned them in the first place. So I want to organize at least the rainbow section of this bookcase and do it more by category. So I'm thinking of having maybe ghost related section, maybe a romance related section, a sci-fi related section. I'm sure there's other sections that I'm forgetting about at the top of my head. But I want to do it by that kind of genre instead of by what the book looks like. Cuz well, for the most part, I kind of remember what and where and when and why and how. A lot of times I just stand there for 20 minutes trying to find a book and it's not conducive for what I want to do. So, I'm going to start pulling things off of those two levels. I'm going to organize them on the floor and then I'll get them back up. And I will probably have a TikTok up of this as well because I've started kind of shifting my book content onto TikTok just because I'm getting a feel for that format. So if you want to check me out, it's April Sarah Reads over on TikTok. I can't say I'm the best TikToker in the world, but I'm having fun. So yeah, go check that out. Otherwise, I'm going to stop rambling and I'm going to do that thing. Okay, so I have everything laid out on the floor. I've got a fairy tale section, and then I broke it up into what fairy tales it was related to, trying to keep like fairy tales together. I have a horror haunting section, and then I kind of subdivided that into horror thrillers, and then my paranormal ghost kind of stuff. I have a just straight fiction because I didn't know where some of them should be. There's also a a small little short story collection section. What else do I have? Oh, fantasy, and then I broke that up into adult fantasy and YA fantasy and middle grade fantasy. And then I've got urban fantasy as well, along with thrillers. Oh, and sci-fi. So my science fiction, I've got technology science fiction, I've got space science fiction, and then I have the future kind of science fiction, because why not? You know? So I'm going to decide where on these shelves I want to put anything. I didn't think, I could show you this mess, but honestly, it's not going to make sense to anybody but me. So I'm not going to. I'll show you when it's done. It'll make more sense that way. Hi, Valessi. Yeah. Can you get up there? This is Valessi. He's the newest baby boy. He's almost 6 months, and he's a terror. It is done. I don't think I'm going to be able to show you on this camera, so I'm going to switch over to my phone. But hopefully, fingers crossed, that with the way it is now set up, I'll actually be able to find my books. Who knows? It might stay like this for a while, and I might reorganize it later. This is how I always deal with my bookshelves. I try something. If it works, I keep it. If it doesn't, change it up a little bit. Hence why I only did part of the bookcase today. Yeah. So before I switch over to my phone camera, I just want to remind you guys that if you want to see more content like this, subscribe down below, hit the bell, do all the things to get all of the notifications. And of course, as always, I heart your beautiful faces. But now, changing it up. How can I even explain this, and how can I do this without making you dizzy? Right next to the teddy bear Beanie Baby, I have my short story collections and a bunch of just random fiction that I didn't know where to put. Then all of this, that whole chunk, and then all the way to Cinder, all of that is my fairy tale retellings. I tried to group it by the actual fairy tales. We've got all kinds of retellings in there though. Some of them are European, some of them are Asian, some of them Middle Eastern. You know, I like them all. So there are all those. And I know technically Cinder could be down with the other Cinder, but I love that edition so much. I figured it would be, for now, a good change point from where we go from the retellings into sci-fi. So all of that from Cinder to this edge here, all of that are my sci-fis broken up by different types of sci-fi. And then over here is just some more I didn't know what to do with or how to categorize. So yeah. But if we come down here, we're gonna go backwards. We're gonna start with the urban fantasy over into the traditional fantasy, high fantasy. And then at this divider line, we start getting into the supernatural horror kind of section. So we've got the classic ghost stories, followed by the supernatural thrillers, going into the standard thrillers. Yeah. Real question is, will I find anything after this? I don't know. Gilly, how do you feel about this change? What are your opinions? I don't think Gillyweed cares.